Jordan Peterson is now under fire by apparently members of the College of Psychologists of Ontario. What exactly did Jordan do? Jordan blasted Canada's commissars and penned a scathing letter to Prime Minister Justin Trudeau Tuesday after a leading association of his fellow psychologists threatened to go after his license to practice clinical psychology over social media criticisms of the nation's far-left government. The College of Psychologists of Ontario ordered the best-selling author and Daily Wire Plus host to undergo social media communications retraining, the re-education plan, or face a hearing on the potential suspension of his medical license. Writing to Justin Trudeau, Peterson vowed not to participate. He said, quote, I simply cannot resign myself to the fact that in my lifetime, I am required to resort to a public letter to the leader of my country to point out that political criticism has now become such a crime in Canada that if professionals dare engage in such activity, government-appointed commissars will threaten their livelihood and present them with the spectacle of denouncement and political disgrace. This, of course, is just the latest of several investigations launched by the College of Psychology, with prior complaints having been dismissed. What exactly did Jordan do that was so terrible that now he is being investigated by this ridiculous organization, the College of Psychologists of Ontario? What exactly did he do? Well, he retweeted Conservative Party leader Pierre Poilievre. I'm going to screw up his name, but so be it. Blasted Trudeau's former senior aide, Gerald Butts, and he blasted New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern, tweeting opposition to a plan by Ottawa police to take custody of the children of trucker convoy protesters. He also told Joe Rogan's podcast audience that accepting radical gender theory is a sign of civilization collapsing, and also said that climate change models are unreliable. So apparently, this is enough for the college executive director to review the tweets and a transcript from Peterson's appearance on Joe Rogan and determine that this warranted an investigation.
It's exactly correct. We've seen this happen before. It's right out of the playbook of those that would use our freedoms and our liberties to advance their purposes and causes.
Have strong perspectives on quality journalism and the important information that is shared with Canadians. The reality is organizations like yours that continue to spread misinformation and disinformation on the science around vaccines, around how we're going to actually get through this pandemic and be there for each other and keep our kids safe, is part of why we're seeing such unfortunate anger and lack of understanding of basic science.
In 2020 convoy, so Trudeau's personal bodyguards roughed up our reporters, Drea Humphrey and David Menzies, and his police literally shot our reporter Alexa Lavoie in the leg with a riot gun.
Right after that, the 49-year-old woman who uses a walker was run over by Toronto Police Service's horses that rolled through the crowd. Onlookers were heard yelling at police to stop.
Stand down! Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Look what you did! Look what you did to her! Look what you did to her! Look what you did to her!
Which I think is important, which is when you look at these people, they have a different answer to a very basic question, which is, what is a human being? So if you ask an average college kid, what is a human being, they'll laugh at you, right? They've never been asked that question. But that's actually one of the most important questions you can ask a fourth grader or fifth grader. Is a human being just material? Is it just deoxyribonucleic acid and a bunch of cells? Or is it also a soul? It's a big question, right? Well, if you believe the human being has a soul, then your entire worldview changes immediately.
I want to talk to you today about the future of our species, and really the future of life. We are probably one of the last generations of Homo sapiens. Within a century or two, Earth will be dominated by entities that are more different from us than we are different from Neanderthals or from chimpanzees. Because in the coming generations, we will learn how to engineer bodies and brains and minds. These will be the main products of the economy, of the 21st century economy. Not textiles and vehicles and weapons, but bodies and brains and minds.
That's right. On how it goes. And this is what happens when you have a mind and a life that is void of the presence of God. But they are the gods.
Now, how exactly will the future masters of the planet look like? This will be decided by the people who own the data. Those who control the data control the future not just of humanity, but the future of life itself.
But they are the gods.
Humanity will split not into classes, it will split into species, into different species. Now, why is data so important? It's important because we've reached the point when we can hack not just computers, we can hack human beings and other organisms. Now, what do you need in order to hack a human being? You need two things. You need a lot of computing power, and you need a lot of data, especially biometric data. Not data about what I buy or where I go, but data about what is happening inside my body and inside my brain. Until today, nobody had the necessary computing power and the necessary data to hack humanity.
Which is, when you look at these people, they have a different answer to a very basic question, which is, what is a human being? So if you ask an average college kid, what is a human being, they'll laugh at you, right? They've never been asked that question. But that's actually one of the most important questions you can ask a fourth grader or fifth grader. Is a human being just material? Is it just deoxyribonucleic acid and a bunch of cells? Or is it also a soul?
You can really summarize 150 years of biological research since Charles Darwin in 3 words. Organisms are algorithms. This is the big insight of the modern life sciences, that organisms, whether viruses or bananas or humans, they are really just biochemical algorithms